Yo.
What's good, man?
Yo,
Brooklyn boys.
Right. Hey. Dio.
What's good, my nigga?
Yeah. Now we back with another episode of Brooklyn Boyz Radio. What's good, my G?
What's good, baby? What's good?
Ain't nothing. You got on a sleeveless shirt.
I got a muscle shirt, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring it back.
Looking like a warrior. Come out and play.
Give me 3 bottles, man. Mike, give me 3 bottles.
Yo.
So I gotta do Well, I had to wear my Warrior shirt on for our special guest today.
Oh, who's that?
I forgot to tell you we got a guest in the building today.
Oh, your chair?
And it's been in action. As you can see, it's been in use. I put it in use this week. You know what I mean? So, just wanted to bring it out.
I just don't understand why black people are so hype about this Rumble.
The Rumble in the Jungle. We're going to talk about it today.
No, definitely. We're going to talk about it.
Chair going to be here.
What up, Chair?
What's up, man? Chair's here, man.
Chair look like it's been through some work.
Yeah, put some work in. Put some work in, for real.
No doubt.
That's why I've always wanted somebody to see the holes.
Are those bonus holes?
I don't know, man. The bonus hole, that's crazy. So what's good, though, man?
I'm good, man.
How was your week?
My week was great, you know. Adjusting to some changes in my life.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about those changes, though. But
You know, but adjusting to some changes, some good changes. Good changes, you know. There's no progress without change.
I lost my friend. Can't talk to him no more. Like I used to. Be able to pick up the phone anytime of day and night. Nigga call me.
This guy crazy.
Be on the phone with me 2-3 hours a day. Nigga don't holler at me no more. Shit.
Bro, when I call you, you busy.
Only get phone calls while he in the car now, bro. I see what life is gonna be like with my boy.
Lies.
That's when I get phone calls.
Lies.
But you know, I understand everybody gotta grow, spread their wings and fly, and the eagle has to fly, so just let him fly.
Lies.
All right, bald eagle, you do your thing. I'm happy for you.
How was your
I'm
week,
just sad. I went to Vegas for a couple of days last week. Oh man, it was
though? Talking about I don't call you. Nigga, you in Vegas? What you need me to call you for?
Vegas is hot as shit, bro.
I know.
I feel like the devil was.
That's why Vegas is not my favorite place. I can't stand the heat, and I don't gamble.
You know, so funny. I was supposed to go to Vegas so many times. I never went to Vegas. This is my first time actually making the Vegas trip. Shout out to Sean P again. It was his birthday.
Sean P.
Yeah, went out to Sean P.
Happy born day, bruh.
Yeah, celebrated his 55th with him and his lovely wife, Miss Vita.
I see you let go of the toupee.
Oh yes, you seen that?
I saw that.
He look good with the baldy, man.
Yeah, he do.
He look good
But the question is that a real beard?
Yeah, this is big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he got a little black in it though on the top, but I would say a good 98% of it is his. You know what I'm saying?
That's all that matters.
Yeah, Sean P, man, with that. And Vegas was very fun. I had a good time in Vegas, man.
Who'd you go with?
My business.
Oh, okay.
This guy's crazy.
No, because you were just like, I can't speak to you no more.
I can't. You can speak to me any time of day.
So I'm just asking you, who'd you go with?
I was out there, had some company, I guess, if you want to call it some company. You know,
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
But, Vegas.
I see it don't go both ways, but okay.
Oh no. Your lifestyle is different, bro.
Okay.
Nah, but Vegas was good. Vegas was good. It was last minute. Didn't know what was happening, and that's what Sean P kind of guy. He just hit you with last minute shit, like get on the plane. And you get on the plane, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but it was good. I went to go see the Jabberwockies. Shout out to Bruce Wayne, man, my god brother, man. He
Batman?
got me, stop it, man. Bruce Wayne, he got me some tickets to see the Jabberwockies. I didn't know the Jabberwockies was gonna be that fucking entertainment. It's in NGM Grand Hotel. I didn't know it was gonna be that fucking good, bro.
What was so entertaining about it?
Nah, it was just a good show. You know they dance and shit, but the show was really produced well. It was really a good show. I didn't know Jabberwockies was even like that. He's like, yo, Styles, trust me, you're gonna love this shit. And I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. But it was pretty good, you know what I mean? It was pretty good. The food was good. Ate at a lot of places.
How's the company?
What company?
Why you in Vegas?
It was different companies, man. It was
my bad.
different people, bro.
I ain't know. My bad.
All the company I was with was great, though.
Okay, great.
Everybody I was with was great. This guy, yeah, different company. This guy's crazy. All the company that I was with was great. Had a good time in Vegas. It was short, but I think it was just enough though, because it was too hot. It was just enough. It was really
Yeah,
good.
now Vegas heat is crazy.
Yeah, we got off the plane and everybody was talking about fucking 105 degrees.
Yeah, but the great thing is 105 in Vegas is dry heat.
Yeah. But they did have wind, but it was like the dragon was blowing on you, bro.
Yeah, dry heat. That's a beautiful thing. Like I can't deal 105 humid, 98%, 96%, anything over 90% humidity, 105. I can't. You can't deal with that. But dry heat, like, all right.
The crazy thing was that when you come outside at midnight, it was still like the sun was out. Like it didn't matter. Like the sun went away. It was still like the sun was out. So
the desert.
Vegas was good. Vegas was real good. You know what I mean? That was good. But I'm happy to be back home and came back, went straight into label meetings that same day I got back. I was ripping and running in the studio, you know, working. So can't complain about that.
Better to be busy than not.
Yeah, you always say that. I agree with you. I definitely agree. So we got a couple of topics to talk about today. First, I brought you a gift too.
You brought me a gift.
Yes, to start off.
That never happens.
Yeah, I brought you a gift.
Okay.
Let's just start off.
It never happens.
Let's just start off and commemorate what happened in Alabama.
You can't bring me a gift that you already introduced on the show.
No, I got you a different gift.
Okay.
I got you these. Because I want you to swim across the water for me. If I'm in trouble. So, you know, if you mind just show the people, put them on for me real quick.
I'm not putting them on.
Come on, man.
I'll hold them here.
I bought you some goggles, man. I want to see you swim across that lake like a nigga.
First of all,
for you, bro.
I'm not 16.
I'm going to swim. You can't swim?
I can swim. I'm not
call me
great at
Black Dot
swimming.
from the water, bro.
I'm not great at swimming, but
You would have made it across.
I can
with
get
it?
by. I can get by. Yeah, I'd have made it across.
Those are good goggles, bro. That's a good piece. That's a good goggle.
I got Gucci goggles at home.
Oh, give me back my shit, speed.
Part of the dumb shit I used to buy back in the day when, you know, when
Gucci
I was
swimming
doing what I
goggles?
was doing in the streets and money was just like stupid. Like I look at the dumb shit I used to buy. Gucci goggles, Gucci ice trays. I have Gucci ice trays. One is red, one is green, and it makes ice and G's. I got Gucci salt and pepper shakers. All types of dumb shit. But you grow, you learn, and now Styles has brought me some goggles.
Bought you some regular goggles. Those are good, like $30 pair of goggles right there, bro.
$30 goggles are not good goggles, bro.
That's good goggles, man.
All right, they're good enough.
And they won't get no water inside your eyes. So, you know, when you swim across, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You be good, bro.
So I guess at this point we should talk about what took place in Alabama.
Yes. It was exciting for me, man. I know people like yourself not too excited about it.
Yeah,
It was just,
I just don't get it. I don't get the whole excitement.
you know
about
why I
it.
say it's exciting? Because it's the first time that we ever seen something like that transpire on video with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen that before.
I guess
And you know, and
Sorry.
I thought the ass whipping was well deserved. You know what I'm saying? These gentlemen, they was asked to move their boat a few different times because the steamship was coming in, and the security guard asked them. He told them, nah, we ain't doing that shit. Get out of here. You know. Then you saw what happened. I don't know why my man threw the hat up in there. He just threw the hat like
Bobby Schmurda.
I don't know. Yeah, Bobby Smurf. He should do the Millie Rock with that real quick. And he got snuffed.
See, the reason for me that I don't understand why it's such a big thing, it's because I mean, since we was kids, right? We used to chant this: a fight, a nigga and a white. The nigga turned red and the white dropped dead, right?
That's not what we
like,
say. If the white, if the black don't
but
win,
the black always won.
black don't win, we all jump in.
Yeah,
Like
but
that.
but
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
remember-
saying
I remember
is,
that. I ain't
listen,
hear that in years,
yo, bro, it's a known fact that we will kick some white ass. Like, so to me, it was like, okay, I knew this. Like,
You know, we don't
okay.
really- We see videos, I think, of white boys beating a black kid ass.
Because they have a badge.
right?
Because
you
they
see
have
that-
because
I'm
they
about
have
to
some
go
type
there.
of authority.
You
Because
see that? But
they
even you see when they
because
don't
the
have
law's
authority.
on their side, bro.
So I think black people were just happy to see at one time in some history.
It ain't
on
one
video.
time.
No, I'm saying.
Listen, when I was in junior high school, my first week in junior high school, I went to PS 104 in Bay Ridge on PS 104 was on like 86th Street. And the toughest white boy in my school, Brian Myers, man, the first week, he said some funny shit to me. I said, bro, we used to go out to lunch. I said, when we go out to lunch, I'm whooping your ass, bro. And guess what? When we went out to lunch, I whooped his ass, bro. Like, I whooped his ass 3 times. I whooped his ass in front of the school, in front of PS 104. I whooped his ass across the street because he came back to me again in front of the KFC. And then, like, I walked away, like 3 blocks away, he came to me again. I whooped his ass again in front of the pizzeria. Like, bro, it ain't no surprise. This is what we do.
I'm not saying that it was a surprise.
Brian Myers. And you know what's crazy? After that, we became friends. Yo, Brian, what up? If you're watching this, but I still whooped your ass. And after that, I became the king of 104.
It's crazy. But I just think, like I said, seen it on video for the world to see. You know,
I'm keeping these. I hope you know that.
We live in a you know, a viral world now, and that's just something that went viral, and we just had our week of fun with it. I love all the memes that came out. I even seen the white people joining in the memes. I seen a white boy get whipped with a chair, and he was in the gym trying to learn how to defend from the chair. So I seen a lot of I seen a great
Yo, Mike, what you had to say to that video right there? Because you said something that I thought was interesting.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
I thought it was funny. I love the video.
It's
so
not funny because they train.
You gotta speak louder, Mike. You gotta speak louder.
They train for everything that we do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, time to take all the fun out of
Mike talking real smooth right now. Did
listen,
you
man.
realize that? Mike, no. To me, Mike was not talking how Mike usually speaks. He was talking really smooth.
Mike know he not supposed to be talking. He ain't supposed to be here. But
Yo, this guy's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? So I don't even know why Mike over there in the first person. But anyway, I just thought it was a good thing. I thought it was really, you know, it's not really a good thing. I thought the situation was stupid.
This chair had nothing to do with me, by the way.
Now, Moe actually hit somebody with this chair earlier, and this is what you said. We're gonna talk about it later. You know, snitching with Styles, we'll talk about it later.
Snitch time with Styles.
But
Yo.
nah, it was dope. I see that they arrested the, I don't know if he got prosecuted, but they arrested the gentleman that hit the guy with the chair.
Without respect, is nobody got hit with serious charges. Everybody got hit with misdemeanors. Like, I think a lot of times, look, the police have to do what the police have to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a video circulating nationwide of people assaulting others and the cops looking like they're not on their job. So it's like, all right, let's pick them up, hit them with a misdemeanor charge. Nobody's really gonna do no serious time, you know, and let it be. But we look like we did what we had to do, and at the same time, we didn't penalize anyone for defending themselves.
Yeah, nah, like I said, it was a cool thing. A cool thing in the sense of what it was, right? You seen a guy, black dude getting jumped, and people just came out of nowhere. They was calling the Black Avengers. Dudes, when the boat finally parked up, the dudes came off the boat with their shirt off. Everybody was ready. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was cool. I guess for that moment. You know what I mean? Like you said, nobody got seriously hurt
That's the point I'm glad about, because even with, and look, before y'all attack me, like even with dude with the chair, he got charged with a misdemeanor. That hit the white woman over the head. I was like, bro, like, it's not that serious. It's just bad.
Oh, no, I thought it was. You know, and
she was already on the ground.
Nah,
bro.
but I thought it was. You know what happens? This is what happens. 2 things. First thing I want to say, when you said, you know, you happy that nobody got seriously hurt. One thing I would say to that's the black compassion of, we always have this compassion.
But I'm also talking about the black captain, the dock worker at the same time.
But I'm just saying, we always got this compassion, right? We, like I said, you see plenty of videos where some of us black people don't even walk away from that shit. You know what I mean? We've died in those instances. We've went to the hospital with serious injuries. But we still can sit here in compassion and go, yeah, you know, glad nobody really got hurt. You know what I mean? If somebody got hurt, whatever, right? At the same time, but we always have to find the compassion. That's 1. 2, I think her husband, I think it was one of the guy's husbands, her wife's, jumped in the fight. You put your wife in that type of environment, right? Y'all came out there, y'all could have easily moved your boat, but there was like family members. You got your family involved, your wife. It was another white lady, another Caucasian lady involved. Y'all got all these people involved. You wasn't held accountable for putting them in this predicament. The wife came over, started swinging. That's why the black lady jumped in and she started swinging, and then somebody else started swinging, and the guy just went haywire. You know, he saw red and he just hit everybody that was out there that was swinging, and she got hit. Because she should have never came off the boat
we're-
and jumped in men's business anyway and started a fight. She should have stayed right where she was at.
I can agree with that, but I'll also say that when you say that blacks have gotten killed, we're not talking about whatever occurred in the past. We're talking about this instance right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about all of it,
We're just talking about this instance right now. When I say I'm glad nobody got hurt, I just mean that at the end of the day, for people to get seriously hurt over somebody telling somebody to move their boat, like that shit is stupid.
Yeah, but we got so many people that die off of
I
the simple shit, bro.
I understand, but just let me finish. That shit is stupid.
I hear you, bro.
And I don't agree with the fact that he told them to move their boat. They came out and they jumped him. So when I say I'm glad no one wasn't seriously injured, I mean including him from the jump. For him to get hurt over just telling somebody to move their boat, they come out, they jump him. For him to get seriously hurt, that shit is dumb. And then when I said that, dude, you know, with the whole hitting the woman with the chair. I mean, me personally, I got 3 daughters, my nigga. I don't condone a man hitting a woman with a chair. I don't give a fuck if she's white, red, green, blue. She was on the ground. She wasn't a threat. You know what I'm saying? And in no way am I trying to demonize him for doing what he did. It's just when I break it down to the basics, bruh, I don't think a man should be hitting a woman,
Well,
a defenseless woman who's with a
We're
chair.
going to disagree because
Yeah,
listen,
we could
when
disagree.
you put your ass in that situation, like you said, disrespect is a blank check.
It is.
And when you come out there.
But she's also not a threat,
listen,
bruh.
she was a
Like-
threat because she jumped in and put some blows in before she got there.
And how much
floor.
damage did those blows
It doesn't matter,
do?
yo, bro. I keep
Listen,
telling you.
I'm not.
I
bruh,
keep telling you that.
And once
man.
again, I'm
Listen, bro,
not
you
I'm
can't
not
put
knocking you for your
the
opinion.
only way this shit stops if everybody got to be held
It's-
accountable, bro.
It's never gonna. First of all, it's never.
And
going,
guess what? I'm always gonna be about accountability for everybody. You shouldn't have been in that fight as a woman in the first place. You should have stood your ass on the boat and let the men handle whatever business
But
they was handling.
he came off the boat, bruh. She didn't swing on him. She was on the
yeah.
ground. He came off the boat.
No, he
to hit
came
her
off
with
the
a
boat
chair.
to rescue another motherfucker that was
I
getting
understand, but she didn't
And
attack. She was on the ground, and he came.
it doesn't
and,
matter.
And, bruh,
Everybody
listen,
gonna get it,
listen,
bro.
yo, bro. And I'm not disagreeing with you.
Everybody gonna
I'm not
get it.
disagreeing with you. I just think it was a bit extreme. I don't.
Nah, not me.
I
I
don't.
think
We
everybody
could
gonna
agree.
get it.
We could agree to disagree.
I thought it was extreme for her to come off the motherfucking boat. We got to start where the problem starts at. If you kill the head of the snake, guess what? You ain't got nothing else to kill. The body ain't gonna do nothing. If she didn't come off that boat, she would have never been in that predicament.
But I've seen many bros who are in the moment and it becomes
Yes, yes. And I'm not
somebody, that's
knocking
what I
it.
told him. If somebody jump
I'm
on
not-
your back, whoever's behind
Yeah,
me
yeah.
is getting fucked
I'm
up,
not.
bro.
It's the momentum. I'm not knocking it. And in no way was I knocking
fucking
it.
you up.
All I'm saying is, as a man looking at it in retrospect, I
Yeah,
don't
because that's
condone
retrospect.
it.
It's not live. That's not.
I don't
li-
condone it.
That's not live time. Listen, if somebody jumps on you, I don't give a fuck who you at, bro.
Yo, bruh.
Listen, I was in a club one night, right? I was in a club one night. I think the Tunnel, probably back in the days.
And she didn't come through. She was on the floor.
No, she was fighting.
I know she was fighting, but
She was-
she got up and the next thing you know, all you see was boom.
Listen, let me tell you something. She was a threat. She wasn't down all the way. She had to be down. Put down. Fuck all that. Fuck all that, bro. Yeah, I was in the Tunnel one night, right? I never forget this shit. This nigga was fighting, right? His girl pick up a wet bottle and hit the dude in the back of the head that he was fighting with. Put him unconscious. The girl knocked him out.
Yeah.
Right? This is what I'm telling you, bro. His homie should have stomped her ass out, bro. It's like, you can't put a man unconscious.
Bro.
Yo, listen, it's consequences
I
to
don't
your
know.
act, bro.
See, this is the difference
Listen,
with me.
and that's why people
this
don't
is,
learn.
This is the difference with me. I think that there's a rent that you pay for having balls, my nigga. And part of the rent is things like that fucking happen. My nigga, I'm not beating
Listen,
no
bro,
woman down,
let me tell you
bro.
something.
I'm
Let me
not
tell you-
doing
Let me
it.
tell you something. I didn't say beat her down. What I'm saying to you
I'm-
is,
I'm just
if
not
you get
doing
hit in the
that.
back of your head, somebody jumps on you, and it's a woman or a man, yo, listen, they gotta
my
cash
nigga-
the check. We'll go to the next subject, man. I don't even know my man's name. What's her boy name for Times Square, Union Square? What's his name?
What you talking about?
What's the
Oh,
kid?
Casanat.
Casanat, yeah. So we see that Casanat, well, he got lucky from this Alabama thing because it happened like the next day after his incident, and his incident kind of got
Oh, yeah,
wiped
yeah, got
under the water.
overshadowed.
It got overshadowed by the Alabama thing. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
I don't think that's his responsibility though. Like,
Kind of, sort of. Only thing I had, it goes back into, I know it's gonna sound crazy, into like the Donald Trump thing for me. Because when it came on the news, they was like, yo, we arrested him, he getting discharged. And you had a guy that had a whole insurrection on the Capitol where people got hurt, somebody got killed. And, you know, he now getting felony charges for certain things that's happening now. But it took so long to get to that. And then the same kid that this incident happened, y'all made him just look like a full-on criminal. And it's like, yo, we just view things too differently. Even when going into the Donald Trump thing, get back to Kai Cenat in a second. I see he got 4 more charges, 4 more felony charges. I think it's a total of like 78 charges altogether. And it's just bugged out
This
to
guy
me.
really brought me goggles because he wants me to swim across a river to beat on white women.
I never said that. I never said that.
Crazy.
Yo, this guy's wow. I said if I need your help,
That's crazy.
this guy's crazy. I have no problem with white women, B.
Yo, good.
Listen,
Yo.
This guy's
No, but go ahead.
crazy.
Go. This guy brought a chair.
it's commemoration, B.
Yo. No, but go ahead. Yeah. Donald Trump.
Yeah, he just, you know, he got all these felony charges, and it's still like in this country, a lot of felons can't even vote if they become a felon coming out of jail. So how you can still run for president, which is beyond me. I don't even understand the whole thing. But like I said,
Well, he hasn't been convicted yet, so he doesn't have a felony.
Has he ever been convicted of any charges? Anybody
No,
look that up?
he's never been convicted of charges.
Never? Okay.
Right now, he's just being charged, but there's no conviction
No
as
conviction,
of yet.
so you can still run. You can still run for president. I don't know if it's American Gangster. You just got the color. You got the right color to do that type of shit. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
If you was
like,
somebody else, you couldn't do that.
in the Cosnot scenario, I mean, look, he told the people to come out. However they act, I don't think that's
That's
on
not
him.
on him. Yeah, some of them kids was just too unruly. I didn't understand jumping on people's car for what, bro. Like, I didn't understand that. Even though he did come out and say he was totally against that, I don't know why they was jumping on people's cars. A couple of kids was fighting and stuff like that. But I will tell you this. New York City didn't know what to do with all them damn kids. Because it showed you that the police force, if people ever stood together, so police can't do shit. Because they ran over police like it was.
Well, that's because cops wasn't shooting nobody, bro.
Yeah, but even if they was, it was too many people, bro.
Even if they was.
No, I'm just saying.
Yo, bro, we just watched them fish fillet Maui.
Oh, no, that was different. So, and that was different.
We just watched them
I don't
throw
even wanna talk
Maui
about that,
on a
bro.
whole griddle. Like,
that's crazy. That was crazy. But nah, I'm just
Maui's a waffle, bro.
saying, I don't even think that was on fire. No fire.
That wasn't no fire. But anyway, I don't want to skip. I don't want to skip topics.
But yeah, I just think, you know, I don't know if he was responsible, but he did call those people out. I just want people to understand too the influence that we have, bro. If that kid could call all those people out, you know what you could do for a corporation. You know what you could do for your own business. Like that's just.
I don't know if I believe that.
Nah,
though, man.
you know why I say that? Because Zachary put me onto that kid about 3 years ago. I think it was like around Thanksgiving. I seen Zachary. They was like lighting firecrackers in the house like 3 years ago. Doing some, I seen him do it recently,
he does all types of.
but they was
shit.
doing it like 3 years ago, and I was like, yo, what are you watching, bro?
Styles.
I'm like, yo, why you? But so many people, that's what they pay us for.
But you know,
with those influences.
Correct.
And I just say again, because the algorithm is fucking everything up.
But you know what's the.
They not allowing you to.
But you know what's the
get to
reality?
your base like that.
And I always say this: when you want to lead people to death, everybody can go. And when you want to lead people to go everybody's not going. Like, as much as motherfuckers are pop out, look, you know this, motherfuckers are pop out 5 million strong because you giving away PS5s. Tell niggas you giving away books. Good luck getting 10 people there. Like.
Nah, we was giving away books last year. What's that? We everything went in less than an hour.
I hear you, but what I'm
It did.
but what I'm
was.
telling you is
We put up like 20, 30,000.
Styles,
Everything less than an hour.
I don't
over
give
here,
a
bro.
fuck if it's Cas or not. I don't care if it's Jay-Z. You're not getting the same turnout for something positive, bro. That's the reality, and unfortunately, that's the reality.
I don't really believe that, Mo. I don't really.
Not only controversy, but
I don't believe that because I've seen too many people, and I've not only seen, I've worked with too many influencers that had different products, different things they were selling. Shit, look at the brothers that's doing Earn Your Leisure. They sell out that stadium. They sell out the stadium, bro.
Yeah, but what's their demographic? 30 and above, bro.
Nah.
It's not 16.
Hold up, time
it's
out.
not.
I'm not saying that. No, you got My daughter and her whole, it was 15 of them. They all in their early 20s.
I understand,
They
but
always there.
when you break down the analytics of their demographic, I can guarantee you.
I'm just
maybe
saying to you-
look, I'm not saying they don't have maybe 15, 20% of their demographic that's in that age group, but I'm telling you the majority of their demographic is older. And look, and in no way am I saying that it doesn't mean that we shouldn't continue to push for the positive. That's not what I'm saying. But the reality is, just because Casanat can have 5 million motherfuckers pop out for PS5s doesn't mean that he has the influence to get them to pop out for something positive. Because
I don't believe that at all. I think that's totally untrue.
I mean, look, I'm not saying I'm right. I could be wrong.
I think that's totally untrue. I think it's just about the direction we have to help the young people push certain shit in, and we got to understand that.
That's like,
to me, just to have that power
So-
is ridiculous.
So
to be that young.
question.
Go ahead.
I go to a school and I tell kids, look, I'm giving out PS5s in the library at 12 o'clock on your lunch break. Do you think I will have more kids in the library for the PS5s?
Yeah.
Or if I said I'm giving out books at 12 o'clock, do you
Mo,
think, like, that's the reality.
I totally agree. I totally agree with that scenario that you're giving, but I sometimes I just don't think you so like so against black culture.
I'm not.
Because listen, no, bro. Because some real shit. Because what I'm going to you is whether he pulled out I don't know, it was a couple thousand kids out there. If he would have had half that number for books, it's still the power that he had to have those people galvanized like that. If he had an older statesman pushing certain things in a different direction, we could really own our own shit. And the point I'm trying to make, we really push the culture. I heard. I said this before here too, but I heard Rakim say this in the 50-year hip hop thing. He was doing an interview. He said corporations can't sell anything without us anymore. They use our likeness, the dancing, the music, everything that we do as black people is being used out there. And sometimes, even when I go back, I brought up the algorithm things for a reason. When they stop us on Instagram or Facebook, and you know, remember, you could get to all your base on Facebook and Instagram at one point in time. Now you got to kind of pay to get that, right? Stopped a lot of influence for making money and all that shit. And I go, yo, why we just don't go on our own site or get our own shit? Like, we don't even need that shit no more. And I just want people to understand, look how much people you bring to,
Okay.
He's a Twitch guy, right?
And this is, yeah. No, he's
Twitch.
Twitch, yeah, Twitch.
Twitch kid, like, look how many kids you bring over to these platforms.
I want to say this. It's not that I'm against black progress. It's just that I want us to pursue realistic solutions, right? I need us to understand, like, at the end of the day, no, it's not just, oh, we can have this influence to do this and everything changes. No, it's not. Bro, if that's what it could have been, then it would have been, right? The truth is, where we go, oh, these corporations can't sell shit without us. Bro, that's bullshit. Because guess what? Yes, they use hip hop, but they also pour millions of dollars, marketing dollars and promotions because they have the money to do so.
That's not
right?
the only, that's the
wait.
We spend the most bread in
Yes, I understand.
And they use our influence to sell it to everybody
let me ask
else.
you a question. And you've said this to me. What is the number one thing that is required for you to push a song? Money.
Money, no, two things. Money and relationships.
The number one thing.
No, money and relationships, bro.
The number one, it's
That's
not
not- it's
50-50.
true.
I'm asking you the
No,
number
it's
one.
not just
if you have relationships with no money, can a record be pushed?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can spend, I just got off a phone call today.
And
And a
if
guy
you have-
by the name of David Miller, but today.
And if
You could do.
And if you have the money, can you find the relationships?
Hold up, no.
I'm just asking.
Listen,
if
time
you
out.
have the money, can you find the relationship?
Yes, but that don't mean nothing.
Don't give me a but.
No, but it doesn't
You
mean
just said
anything.
yeah.
You can find a relationship. It's two totally different things. It's like apples and oranges.
I said if you may get it for cheaper.
No,
but I'm
listen,
asking
no,
you
no,
if you
no,
have
no,
the
no, no.
money, can you find the relationship?
Because I like to explain things in
Okay,
context.
explain
with you.
it, explain it.
Because it's like a cool dude coming in here, a dude with a millionaire coming in here. He want to be all our friends. Can he buy our relationship? Nah. Can he get us to do some shit? Maybe for him. Yeah, we probably could do that. But hold up, time out.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in here, you mow, and you fuck with everybody. Niggas will move for you. Didn't matter how much
But
dollars
if you
have
have the money,
what I'm saying to you, listen, let me explain this to you. So you can spend. There's a lot of people that lose in business just because they market. They put a bunch of money in it and it still fail.
But
Right? It's a luck of the draw on either side.
when you're talking about regular people who have a limited amount of resources and you're talking about corporations who have unlimited amount of resources, at the end of the day, they build relationships through the money that they spend. This is what I'm trying to make you understand. So therefore, when you go, yes, that's not true.
It's not true.
Yo,
Go
bro.
back to even money and violence, and I go back to the Kai kid. And this is the thing I'm trying to get the people to understand. He already has the power. The power is his brand, the influence of the people that he got that follow that brand. Money and Violence, 200 million people watch that show. The power in that is it's the people that's following.
So
you.
my question to
And that's
you,
what people buy into.
But I'm going to tell you why that's BS. Because now we're coming to a time where you have AI influencers, which are literally images created by fucking computers that have 50 million views, bro. That people are following, that people are listening to. And these aren't even real fucking people.
Yeah, but
wait.
But at the end of the day,
And this is what I need you to understand.
I need you to understand something. You keep acting somebody got.
Bro, you're not letting me finish.
Yeah, but you keep somebody got to understand something. You're not understanding.
You're not letting me finish.
But you don't like to
though.
let nobody fucking finish neither. Because you remember how much times you just cut me off.
And I stopped. And I let
No,
you finish.
after you finished, got
All
whatever
right.
you want to
well,
say
I'm
out.
asking you, Master Styles, can I please finish?
Yes. I like that. Go ahead.
All right.
That made me feel good.
So therefore, what I need you to understand, unfortunately, as much as I wouldn't like that to be, we both know in this world, in this day and time, money rules all, bro. Y'all can speak on influence, y'all can speak on whatever. It may take a little bit longer to make it happen with bread, but eventually, if you have unlimited resources, you're gonna get where the fuck you have to go. So the truth is,
I disagree with that.
okay.
I totally disagree with that. Do money make things easier? Yes, it can make things easier. But I think a person who is more connected could get further with money.
But in the same breath, when I tell you
Get further than having money.
there are AI influencers.
That's
who-
not. See, you keep what you're doing is right now today. People still like to touch and feel people that they could really connect with and bond with. That's right now today. You talking about something that can happen in the future? Is there AI
not
influence?
no,
hold
I'm
on,
talking about right
is there
now,
AI?
today.
You're gonna go. I'm gonna go back to your shit, your words again. The majority rules, and when the majority of motherfuckers want to touch the people, is it a couple of AI things that's out there? Yes, but there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that people love and want to be like, and they strive to be like, and show up to their concerts and shows, and or whatever they having, or
Yo, bro.
they pop up shops and shit like that. So it's more of those. The majority rules in that. What I'm saying to you, sometimes we have to understand when we can rule. You know what happens? You know, this is what's so funny. Go back to campaigning when you're doing, when you're campaigning for any political party. Doesn't matter how much money they have. You know what they still come back to? The churches, the community centers. So they could get that past the congregation that has, 3,000, 10,000 people that is going to say, yo, we're going to vote for this person. The influence, it doesn't matter how much money you had, it's about the influence, who could get these people to do this. And that's all I'm saying to you. These kids got power. We got power. And sometimes I just wish we understood and had a better sense of how to use that power. I don't disagree with you saying, they would have came out with more PS5. They would have came out for the PS5s. But we do got power. And we just got to learn how to make that power make something.
All I said was, you said that like Casanat has the power to change the world. No, he does not, bro.
He got the power to make influence happen. I'm not talking about changing the world.
Because 5,000 people will show up for PS5.
It's not just about 5,000 people. I'm talking, do you see how much people follow online?
Look, like I said, bro, I'm just realistic. And I understand that just because, 5,000 motherfuckers between 15 and 20 will turn out because this little boy's giving out PS5s, which is the most in-demand game system for the past 2 years, that nobody can get their goddamn hands on, doesn't mean that if he put together speeches for the people for advancement.
You know how much he's getting paid from corporations
but
now?
do you get where I'm coming from?
But I'm actually, no, but do you know how much he's getting paid from the corporations
And I'm not.
Because of his influence?
Because guess how they're using him though? They're using him to reach that demographic.
And that's what
But
and
guess
that's
what?
my point.
Hold on.
He can use that shit to do for himself.
Harvard is
That's what I'm
not.
saying.
Harvard University
maybe I'm crazy.
is not hiring Kai Cenat to get alumni, bro. Do you know why? Because he does not have that reach. PlayStation may hire Kai Cenat. Microsoft may hire Kai Cenat. Yale is not hiring Kai Cenat.
It doesn't matter. But guess who?
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
That doesn't matter.
Wait. And in no way am I saying that
This
that
guy's
takes
crazy, bro.
away from him. What? Like I said, for me, it's about realistic solutions.
It is realistic. With you, none of us are gonna survive.
Every influencer has a demographic, right? I don't think Kai Cenat's demographic reaches 35 to 50, right? I think that he has a core demographic, and this is what companies do. All right, this is our demographic. This is who we're trying to reach. This is who we're trying to pinpoint. Let's utilize this. You understand what I mean? But to think that Kai Cenat can make some type of change, bro, that's not. Look, does Kai Cenat have the potential? Does he have the potential to grow into something that can incite change? Definitely.
Hold up, and not only that, that's what we've been saying. But he just
I'm
be all
speaking,
over the place.
I'm speaking
but
in real.
guess what,
I'm
though?
speaking about right
and
now.
And right now, today, he has the influence of the next generation, right? And that's what's important, because what people are fighting now for is how to get these young kids to vote, all this other shit. They want the next generation. Me and you are dinosaurs. We out of here, bro. They want he has the power of the next.
I'm not out of here, bro.
He got the next generation,
I'm never outta here,
and that's
man.
a lot of power. That's all I'm saying to you.
I
And
get
if we learn how to just put that shit in the right direction and learn how to like start, pulling our resources together
Yo,
to
bro.
make things happen, we could do something. What I said was, anyway, besides that, it could have been 1,000,001 influences, could have been 1,000,001 powerful people. And all the time we get to a certain plateau, niggas pull us back down. We build something, niggas try to destroy it. It happens all the time with us, all the time with us. I could go through too many names. I could go through hundreds of names. What I'm saying to you is, we just got to figure out how to get past that threshold. It's there. It's right there for us. And every time somebody telling us, yo, you can't do this, you can't, or it's not gonna happen, it's less like we've been out here. Look, the show is over 13 minutes, bro. We've been on 2 subjects. 13 minutes, bro. It's proof is in the pudding. From 120 minutes, bro. Like,
You acting like a conversation doesn't take 2, like it was just me speaking to myself.
yeah, I'm just saying, let's go. Now you talking to him, man. Fuck this shit, man. Listen,
All right, come on, man.
better news or some other shit. Hopefully we just get past this motherfucker real quick. UPS workers are now making 6 figures. So I guess, well, they've been
making 6 figures.
No, they haven't been making 6 figures.
No, they drivers were making 6 figures.
Nah,
for a
full-time
while.
workers-
Over the next 5 years, it's going from 120,000 to
No,
170,000.
They wasn't making 6 figures.
Okay.
They just went up.
Once again,
I work for UPS.
I will
and
Google. You work for FedEx. You didn't work for UPS.
Yes, but we also work for UPS.
No, you just said I worked for UPS.
yes,
You didn't
and
work for UPS. You worked for FedEx.
FedEx and UPS.
Okay. Can I pull it up on Google?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
I got the whole report right here. I can
I'm
show
glad. Can I just pull it up on Google? Bro, my cousin been working for UPS for 18 years.
you. Well, see, we can't even get through a segment. This is supposed to be fun, bro.
My God.
This nigga right here, bro.
This guy can speak his facts, but I can't speak mine?
Go ahead, pull up your facts, bro.
Like, God damn.
Go ahead. I'm gonna show you to it. Go ahead, pull up your facts. Cause we're going to take another 10 minutes for this shit.
A few moments later.
Okay, nah, it says they make $95,000 a year.
But we're gonna go ahead back to UPS drivers.
After overtime, they make over 100K though.
UPS drivers just start making 6 figures. Can you shut the fuck up? Cause we trying to start. I don't even know why you getting back in the show. You're not even a part of this shit. Shut the fuck up. Listen, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up before you get hit with the shit. Anyway, UPS drivers are now making 6 figures. I just want to know if the ladies gonna start dating.
BD bam bam.
Are they gonna start dating the UPS drivers more? What do you think?
Baby, please, you work for UPS.
PS, that's what they used to say.
Since you wasn't no big time drug dealer, my man Gigi Squad didn't appeal to her.
Suave too young, bro. Suave said, what was that?
So if you don't know what that is, it caught the vapors. Bismarck
Gee.
bro. You don't know what that is? He said, I thought that was the temptation.
Yeah, so ladies, go get yourself a 6-figure UPS driver now. You won't have to feel ashamed. I might go back to FedEx
After taxes,
and see what happens.
yeah, it ain't a buck after taxes.
Maybe do some overtime.
Because over 100 grand puts them in another tax bracket. So they probably make like 65, 70,000 after taxes.
Listen, man, I'm gonna
Nah,
go check. I'm gonna go with
taxes
y'all.
ain't that crazy.
I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Mo always gonna look for the sad side of the rainbow.
I'm not looking for the sad side. Reality.
Listen, y'all making 6 figures now. Ladies, step your shit up. Real quick, these 2 subjects I want to bring up because we ain't got no time. So one is I saw
We got time because that shit gonna get edited, bro.
I saw some ridiculous shit this weekend. One of the ridiculous things I see was a young lady saying, well, I saw 2 young ladies saying this, was saying if you getting go on a diet, if you're working out, you actually what did she call it? Fat phobic. Now they got a phobia. Excuse me, if you're trying to get healthy, eat all the cookies and Oreos that you want, right? Because if you go out there looking too trim and slim, you're now fat phobic. So I don't want you guys to be fat phobic out there and get caught up in the hoopla.
I'm fat phobic like a motherfucker.
Also, in some other crazy news that I see.
Styles is fat phobic. He has on a sleeveless shirt.
Listen, man, Lizzo was fat phobic last week. Not towards herself.
Lizzo ain't fat nothing, nigga. I don't know what you talking about.
That according to reports last week. But anyway, I seen another crazy thing. This was crazy too, Mo. You're going to love this one.
Was it the cat?
The cats. This was kind of crazy. I never seen this shit before. They said that the mother has a son. He identifies as a cat.
Let's cut to the video.
My son does identify as a cat, but I cannot take him to a vet because I tried that, and the veterinarian told me that because he has human anatomy, that he does not know how to work on him or diagnose him with anything, and he legally cannot. So, and while I do think that is a form of discrimination, because, my son, if he says he's a cat, he is a cat. And he needs to be treated like that, like one, But I'm not going to press charges because I know that he could lose his license if he did work on my son. So, I'm not going to try to sue him or anything, so don't worry. But this is something that I want to raise awareness on, because I do think that people that identify as an animal should be able to go to the vet. That's the medical attention that they're wanting. And so I really do appreciate you asking this question. I think it's an important topic that we discuss, because if we don't, we're never going to make progress. And these people that identify as cats are going to have to continue going to human doctors. And I just don't think that that's fair.
And we're back.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. She wanted to take him to the vet. She said the vet wouldn't take him because he was a human. But she thinks she wants to press charges, but she's not going to press charges.
She said she's not going to press charges because she don't want the vet to lose his job.
Lose his job because he identifies as a cat. So pretty soon, I'm pretty sure that you can probably take your child to the nearest vet. My
question to you is, when is the dumb shit going to stop?
You're going to be able to take your kid to a vet in a couple of years.
When?
Don't worry about it.
Y'all going to keep letting this go? Like, we going down this rabbit hole. This ain't Alice. I ain't Alice, and this ain't Wonderland. Y'all gonna keep letting this go down this rabbit hole? Come on, man. Y'all gotta cut this bullshit out, man. Like, seriously. I'm sorry. Call me cat phobic. Call me fat phobic. Call me whatever the fuck y'all want to call me. But this shit is stupid.
That's crazy. Another quick thing I want to get into. This is a quick question, a relationship thing. If you got a girl at home, or a guy for you ladies at home, he stops giving you sex for about, I don't know.
First of all, why would a guy stop giving me sex?
No,
I don't know what type of life you live.
I'm not with it. You clearly hear what I just said, right? Thank you.
But you chose to say if he stops giving you sex, and you're in the conversation with a man.
I said ladies.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, I said to you if you.
No, because you're talking to me and you're looking at me.
I said ladies. You got to listen, bro.
It makes me uncomfortable. You said if he stopped giving you sex, it made me uncomfortable.
Guy's crazy. Anyway, like I said, if you have a lady at home,
okay,
and she stops giving you sex,
I like that better.
Right? And I said, ladies, if you have a man at home and he stopped giving you sex, or say he doesn't want to eat your vagina, or she don't want to perform fellatio on you and go down, right? And they refuse to do that. Is it all just totally to stop having sex, period, for 6 months? Is it cheating if you go get it from someplace else?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it's cheating.
Definitely. I think the relationships require two things, love and discipline. And I don't understand, bro, we're not children. Who we are at 25 is not who we are as grown ass adults. Like, if for some reason, look, we live in a time of mental illness. We live in a time where it's very hard to exist, man. People are going through a lot of shit. You don't know what your partner is going through mentally. We constantly say be kind to people because you don't know what they're going through. And you don't know for what reason this person is keeping sex away from you. Like, you don't know what they're going through mentally. And for you to just totally just disregard your partner and go do whatever the hell you want to do just because of that, I don't agree with that.
So I think discipline goes both ways, not a one-way street, right? So discipline, when you're in a relationship, it's not about one person, it's about two. So if you stop giving your partner sex and don't have a conversation, or you're not disciplined enough to go, wait a minute, I have to share myself with this person and understand that, then that's a problem for you or for the other person as well. It's not just a one-way street. It's not a clear-cut thing. Like one person going through something and then you don't have a conversation. You just cut off that physical part of being somebody. It's like me coming home and going, yo, I got a job, but I just don't feel like paying the bills no more. I'm not paying nothing.
That's not the same.
Because the two things that break up marriages is sex and money.
I always say that in a relationship, you have to be able to look past what you want to understand what your partner needs at the moment.
I hear you.
And wait.
But your partner might
and
goes both ways.
And your partner is not, look, man, people are not always in the right mental state to be able to have the conversation, to be vulnerable. Sometimes they're embarrassed. Sometimes it takes time. You know, I had a conversation with someone just yesterday, and they said something that I thought was very profound to me, you know, and I said, what is love? And their answer was, love begins as a feeling, but over time it becomes a choice, right? And it begins as a feeling because that's what you feel at first. It's natural. But because we're human, some days that feeling isn't as strong, right? Some days that feeling isn't there. But when you're with a person for a certain amount of time, because of loyalty, you make a choice to be with that person. And you may not understand why certain things are taking place, but you know, you made a choice. It's like, this is my choice to be here, and I'm gonna ride it out, right? And, you know, we go through this, right? Like, a lot of times I don't fuck with you. Right?
Yeah, I don't even know why you even put me and you go
right.
through, because I'm not fucking you, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
no.
What?
But wait, I'm going to say
talking
this. I'm going to say this because a lot of times we disagree, right? And even when we disagree and I don't get where the fuck you coming from, but because of the nature of our relationship, I always go, but nigga, you know Styles is not going to be malicious to you. You know he's always operating in your best benefit. You understand? So for you to think that something bad is going on, that's fucked up on your part. You understand? So if my partner, for some reason, all right, sex isn't happening, and for me to automatically think, oh, it's because they disregard me. And I'm not saying that that doesn't happen at times. But for me to automatically jump to that, I just think that it's a little selfish. And not saying that it may not be selfish on their part to withhold sex, but relationships aren't a 50-50, right? And sometimes your partner needs to be more selfish than you because they need that. They may need 70 at the moment. I mean, they may be only able to give 30 at the moment. You have to give 70. I mean, everybody may not agree. That's just my take on it.
I'm always talking some soft bullshit to
That's
y'all
some
motherfuckers.
soft bullshit. Like,
Listen.
No, I'm always talking some mature
I didn't cut you. I
bullshit.
let you speak.
Grow up.
I let you speak. And sometimes I don't think you grown up. You just say shit to say shit. But this is my opinion. Let me speak. So what I say is, again, he said relationships, somebody said to him that relationships, you make a decision. It's a choice. And when you make that choice, and when you make choices in life, there come responsibilities in those choices. So if one person say they don't want to have sex, they made a decision for both of you guys. And yes, somebody might be going through some mental stuff or whatever, or they could just be going through nothing. They just feel like, I don't want to give you none. I don't want to have sex. for whatever the case may be, whether it's the man or it's the woman, you still have an obligation to you have an obligation to your partner to communicate. Communication is big. And up before there's money and sex, the number one thing that break up relationship is miscommunication. People not having conversations about what's going on with them. So if you haven't tried to have a conversation with your partner and your partner's not giving you any reason for why they don't want to do this for you, it's not medical, they just, I just don't want to do it. I don't feel like it, right? It's not my job to assume, oh, you cheating or you not cheating or you just don't love me no more. Guess what? If you're not doing what you got to do, just like a woman could tell you, man ain't paying the bills, that she ain't staying. Guess what? If a man ain't giving you, a woman ain't giving you something, and you go out and do something, guess what? You leaving yourself open or susceptible for your relationship to go down the drain because you're not fulfilling the other side of it. Relationships about fulfillment. It's about the yin and the yang. We both got to fulfill something with each other. And if a man is not doing his job at home, a woman gonna step outside of that too because she feel like she's not getting it at home. He's not giving it attention. He's not giving the love and care and concern that she may need. And it takes both. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but it's both on both sides of the fence. One side can't be right and the other side is not right.
And nowhere am I saying you're wrong. I get where you're coming from. Yes, it's a partnership. I understand. Yes, we're supposed to satisfy each other's needs, but, you know, and I've always said this, like, yo, you could be with somebody for 30 years. If they wake up one day and they want to leave, they have that fucking right.
I'm not saying
right?
that. I'm not saying they don't. But when you got a commitment with somebody, you can't just
even if you have a commitment, nobody owes you access to their body.
Listen, no, they owe you access and the right to have a conversation with you. You can leave. Nobody said you can't stay. You got to stay.
You're absolutely right. But
that's what they owe you.
But what
bro.
I'm telling you is, what if in that moment they are not capable of that?
Then guess what? If they're not capable, just like you want you to be understanding, they better be understanding when you go do something.
They better not. You just better go do what you do. Ready to deal with.
You gotta be understanding on both sides, bro.
You have the right. Look,
like I said, you just one track nigga.
I'm not.
It's other shit that happened on the other side of that, bro.
Everyone,
it's
listen.
Pros and
no one is obligated, which means you have the right. If you want to go step out on your relationship, you have that right. But also be willing to deal with the consequences. That's all. So when that person says,
and that person got to be willing to deal with the consequences.
Exactly. Either way.
That's it.
So
and that's what I'm saying to you.
This is all I'm saying.
Yin and yang, bro.
It is a yin, bro, and I'm not disagreeing.
Listen, I got this real quick, Mo, real quick. Mm-hmm. Since we talking about that and then the access of your body, let's talk about the access to your money. Because that's going yin and yang too in the relationship. Okay. So woman comes home to find that she has a new home, a brand new house. Her boyfriend and her has a joint account, and he took her money and bought them a house. She didn't want to buy the house. She cried and said she didn't want to stay here. He's like, yo, you can leave. The house is bought. I'm staying here. I'm not going nowhere.
All right.
She said, how you take my money out the account?
Now.
But they share that account.
Because this
joint account.
Because this conversation is with you. What I would like to do is let's turn the tables on that. Man comes home and woman bought a house because they had a joint account. Mm-hmm. And she was making 10 times less than he was. Do you think that would be right?
If she was what?
If the tables were turned and it was a man who was the breadwinner in the marriage, but him and his wife had a joint account and she chose to go buy a house that he didn't agree to, do you think that'd be right?
I think it'd be totally wrong either way. Either way,
I'm just asking.
I think it'd be wrong either way, and I'll go back to the sex thing. Nobody had a conversation. There's no communication. You went in my account and you went to our account and basically stole the money out of there and bought a big yes, there's things when you have a joint account, there's things like you buying groceries and little shit around the house and you want to buy yourself a new remote control car or you want to buy yourself.
I think it's immoral. I don't think it'd be classified as stealing because the person had access to the account.
I feel like it's still stealing. I'm just telling you my opinion. It's a difference when you go.
Is the house in both of their names?
Listen, yeah, she had to sign her name. So she wanted to sign her name, but she wasn't signing it. But he already took the money.
But it was in his name.
His name.
Then it can't be stealing because.
Hold up, time out. But he took her money out the account. So when you're making big, large purchases like that,
I agree.
That's a conversation.
In no way am I disagreeing with what you're saying.
That's a conversation between you and your significant other. You can't decide and wake up and go, yo, I'm going to buy a car today. And that's cool. Whoever did it, whether it's the man or the woman, you stole out of the account. You stole out of our account.
I don't think it's stealing. Though.
I think it's stealing out of the account, bro. And I think the person that's putting the most money in the account, if they didn't have a say-so in that money, so I don't care if it's the woman, if she's making 10 times more than he is, or he's making 10 times more than she is, and you go make a purchase, you really took their money from
I don't
bro.
think it's stealing because, I mean, in marriages, you have that happen all the time where the wife takes the credit card, she goes to buy this or whatever, the husband disagrees, and it's like, yo, why'd you go spend all of this money? I don't think it's stealing because both names are on the account. Once you put somebody's name on the account, then you give them the right.
Your permission, yeah.
You give them
morally, I think it's stealing.
Wait, but what I'm saying is, once you put someone's name on the account, then you give them the right to choose whatever to do with the funds so that's not stealing.
Listen,
now, am I saying it's not wrong? No, it's still wrong because a conversation should have been had, like you said.
I'm 100%
but I don't
that
think
was
it's
crying
stealing.
about her money.
I don't think it's stealing.
That man had no right to go on that account and go buy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
He ain't got no right. He should have went to her account and took that motherfucker. I
But
don't give a fuck if his name was on the account.
in the same breath, just to be devil's advocate, I can also say that she should have known who she was dealing with a lot better before she put his name on the account because you gave him the right to do whatever he wanted with the funds that were in there.
And I to say the same thing to the lady that didn't want to give her nigga no coochie for 6 months. She should have knew who she was dealing with because she knew he was gonna step out and get some more pussy from somewhere else. Guess what? That's how I feel.
I mean, listen, to each his own.
You know what I mean? She should have known who she was dealing with.
I just know, I mean, like, look, there's a lot of things you have to factor in, right? When you're thinking about it. So what if that couple was married for 15 fucking years and now she ain't give him no pussy for 6 months? You're going to throw away your 15-year marriage. You're going to throw away your children's lives. You're going to throw away everything that y'all built together because your wife ain't give you pussy for 6 months.
Though, man?
To me, that's idiotic.
It's not idiotic.
And look, once again, every sentence I said starts with "to me."
Yeah, I don't think that's idiotic.
Well,
to me, that's not idiotic.
Okay.
Because people throw away. I can tell you, if a woman cheated on you one time in a relationship, you're gonna throw away 15 years of marriage. She did it one time. It was an accident.
But
right?
if that's idiotic to you, that's okay.
Yeah,
then it's idiotic to you.
If somebody, was mishandling funds and didn't provide and didn't do that, and that person decided, yo, I don't want to do this shit no more. I don't care if we was together for 20 years. It's not idiotic. People break up for a number.
But once again, as long as you start the sentence with "to me," then it's fine, bro. To me, that's idiotic.
It's a plethora of different reasons. Different reasons.
I didn't say it's idiotic as a whole. I said to me.
You can't come home. You can't go into your joint account and make big purchases without having a conversation with your spouse or your significant other.
Bro, we just agreed to that. Why are you bringing that up?
We can't stop because to me, this is what I'm saying. So you cannot deny yourself to your partner without having a proper reason and a conversation with that person. Those are things that y'all share together and participating together, and it should be conversation and communication. I don't give a fuck if it's the man or the woman. But on other news.
Well, I just want to say this.
Okay, go ahead.
If your partner withholds sex for 6 months and then you cheat and then they choose to file for a divorce,
if your
you're going to be in the wrong.
If your partner chooses to hold off sex for 6 months and you file for divorce, it's okay. You shouldn't have held it out. It is what it is.
But anyway, yeah, let's
can't come home every day, nigga ain't getting no ass or she ain't getting no penis, and she gonna first thing a woman thinking he giving it to somebody else. He don't want me. Woman get her head quick. Oh, I don't look good no more. I'm getting too fat. He don't want me. He might not be doing nothing. Now she insecure. Now you just gave her PTSD. She got problems. Now she can't deal with you because she feel like you don't look at her the same. And now that dude think you with somebody else. Yo, you ain't coming home to me every night. You ain't giving me nothing. What did I do? Nothing. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's issues, bro. It's conversation that need to be had.
It's conversation, but bro, if you're attentive to your partner, bro, and your partner's going through something, come on, man.
Yo, bro, that's not the case. You keep bringing up that. Nobody brought up that scenario. Somebody just stops.
And you're bringing.
You don't know why.
And you're bringing up a scenario.
No, but you don't know why.
But all I'm saying is, if you've been married to somebody for 10, 15 years, and all of a sudden they stop giving you sex because of something that they're going through, bro, you're gonna pick up on that way before.
Yo, that's not necessarily true.
And listen, look,
yo, it's funny how his opinions change, right? He just told you if somebody wakes up 30 years and just say they don't want to do this more, they have the right. right? So all of a sudden things could just happen in an instant for him.
I just said if it's because of something that
Yeah,
they're
but we don't
going
know
through.
we don't know what it is. You don't have a reason.
I just told you what it is.
No, I told you from the beginning for no reason.
Fucking God.
That's how I started off,
Okay,
bro.
cool. Let's agree to disagree and let's
Yo,
move
man,
on.
you see this chair right here, bro? Yo, Mike, you could go
Bro,
home.
it's the spirit of that fucking chair,
Nah,
bro.
it's the spirit of Mike, bro. Because before I brought this bad energy nigga in here, don't go back in my car. When y'all niggas take that nigga home, sir, he can't come back in my car. Anyway, in sad news today, just want to say R.I.P. to Clarence Avon, the Godfather. He passed away. His wife passed away last year, I think, in a home invasion, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, he went on, I guess, to hopefully be with his wife and reconnect, man. And 92 years old, but he lived a long life, helped a lot of people in this entertainment business. There's a great documentary on him on Netflix, I believe, called The Godfather, right? It's called The Godfather or something.
It's The Godfather or something like.
Something, yeah. But check it out, Clarence Avon. Magoo passed away. R.I.P. to him. I used to like Magoo.
Magoo was the original Duck Lips.
I used to like Magoo from with Timberland and Missy and all that whole camp over there. They didn't say why he passed away, but he passed away at 50. So R.I.P. to him and his family. And in other news, entertainment news, Tory Lanez got 10 years.
10 years, unfortunately.
In the case with him and Megan Thee Stallion.
How do you feel about that, Styles?
My opinion, whether he did it or not, because I'm still not sure. For me, you know, some people might argue that or whatever, but whether he did it or not, I feel like 10 years was excessive for that. I know people that got less time for other shit. So for me, for more serious crime, I mean, so for me, I think he should have got time, especially if he did it. He should have got some time for it. 10 years and deportation. Yeah, that's a lot for me.
People get deported when they're not from this country, and they catch felonies. Like, that's the reality. Now, my thing is this. I really have no opinion on how much time Tory should have got. But in the same breath, Tory has been blessed with certain opportunities and privileges, and I'm just not a big fan of celebrities putting themselves in positions to end up in these situations. And I think it's unfortunate that Tory ended up in this situation, and I think that these are consequences to some really bad decisions. You know, I think these are consequences to some really, really bad decisions, and you know, I think a lot of people other than Tory are to blame. I think the people he keep around him. I think because this is a result of actions way after the incident took place. I think it's, you know, it had to do with lack of remorse. I think he could have went about this a totally different way. And in no way, once again, like I said, these are alleged charges. In no way am I saying whether he did this or not. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I just think that he could have went about it differently. And I think that if he went about it differently, there may have been different results. But in the same breath, he's still a black man in America. So there's no saying what hand he might have been dealt.
That's all I got to say. I ain't got nothing to say about the rest of that shit. But, you know, it is what it is. In other news, other jail news, I seen this dude, he escaped jail 4 months before he was supposed to be released from his prior sentence and got himself 40 more years.
How many posts he got saying free him?
I don't know. I ain't seen any posts.
Oh, I just want to know.
I ain't seen any posts. Fucking dumbass nigga.
No, I'm just saying because
I don't know, bro. I have no idea, bro.
I'm sure he got some posts saying free him. I'm sure.
Oh, this is interesting. Me and Mo gonna go. Well, I don't think we'll go at it on this one, but this is interesting too. Seen a post.
Yeah, I seen your arms go at it with each other this show.
Seen a young man and his daughter's mother arguing because the daughter mother had their daughter, sit on her brother's lap, and he was like, "Yo, don't have my daughter sitting on no man's lap." He was very upset by that. I don't know.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I'm on the fence too. I don't know.
All depends on the situation.
She said he did say the daughter said she was uncomfortable.
That yes. That's
but
enough.
But I don't know why if she was uncomfortable because he was making a big stink about it.
Yeah, but I think that's enough.
Yeah.
And the reason
no. If she was uncomfortable, there's nothing to talk
and
about.
the reason I say that is because when my daughters were young, that's one thing I always stressed to them. I always said, listen, if ever you feel uncomfortable
Yes.
around someone, I don't care if it's my brother, I don't care if it's
So
my
my daughter
father,
said, I don't care who it
you
is.
let me know.
No,
And it's because to me, kids pick up on energy. You understand what I'm saying? And being uncomfortable in a situation is enough. Like, you don't have to explain why you're uncomfortable. Like,
Definitely.
to me, discomfort is just,
I agree with you.
you know what I'm saying? You know how you walk into a spot and you feel it about to go down, like, and you just, yo, Siri, shut the fuck up. But anyway, you know how you walk into a spot and you just feel the energy and it's like something ain't right. And I think kids pick up on that, so.
Yeah, I agree with that. The part I didn't know how I felt because I got 4 brothers. And, you know, I have my daughter. And, you know, my daughter loved her uncles. And as a child, I didn't have any problem with my daughter sitting on my brother's lap.
I agree.
But if my daughter's mother had some weird brothers, that could happen. Even I'd be like, nah, they ain't sitting on them niggas. I don't care if she sit on my brother's lap. You know what I mean? Like, if my energy, you know what I mean? My daughter couldn't sit on anybody's lap. My brothers, yes. Anybody else, no. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a conversation you and that person
and I
should
think
have.
and you see exactly what you just said, and I think that's a great way to tie up this entire episode. I think the reason why it's so hard for us to agree is because we process everything through our experiences, right? You see how you said, yo, my experience is my daughter's uncles loved her to death. I don't ever have to worry about that. But if your experience was different, if God forbid, you understand you couldn't trust your brothers or you couldn't trust Snoop's brothers, your perspective on it would be different. Because you know, you view everything through the lens of your experiences.
Definitely.
You get where I'm coming from, and I think that's a great way to tie this up, right? And because I think that's something that keeps us separated. I go through social media all the time, and one thing I see about our people is because they disagree, they think they're enemies. You know what I mean? And I think everybody needs to understand that we process every experience through different lenses. You know what I mean? And because of that, that causes us not to always agree. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're enemies. It just means that we have 2 different life experiences. But at the end of the day, we could still have the same goal at the end of the day.
I agree and disagree. I just know somebody, if you trust your brothers explicitly as a woman, you feel like, nah, my brothers, you know, and just say the daughter wasn't uncomfortable. Like, just say he just like, I don't want her to sit on nobody's lap. And that's the way she was brought up. I think they have to have a discussion to figure it out.
But does it change the fact that that's that child's father? And I'm gonna tell you.
No. I don't think it changed the fact. I think you just have to have conversation.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Like, I remember my oldest daughter when she was 2. I was standing in front of her mother's crib. This was back when I used to be a rapper, and I was playing one of my joints for my man in his car, and I'm holding my daughter in my arm. And the song's playing, and you know it's curses like a motherfucker. And her grandfather, he rushes over and he snatches out my arm. And he said, why are you playing this filth in front of this child? And he grabs and he takes her in the house. Like, I felt disrespected. You understand what I'm saying? But I wasn't going to address it right then and there because somebody else was there. So I was like, you know what, all right. I waited till the next day. I came back to the house, rang the bell. Her grandmother came to the door. I said, you know, can I speak to your husband? He came to the door. I said, you know, can I speak to you? He was like, all right, let's go in the backyard. Went in the backyard. And I said, look, yesterday I had my daughter outside. I was listening to something. You came over, you snatched out my arm. I said, listen, I have no problem with you giving me your advice, right? You're older. You've been through this before. But I need you to understand this. You don't tell me what to do with my child. At the end of the day, this is my child, and I have the last say on what goes on with her. Like, that's the reality. I get that she lives in your house, but if you want me to take out your house, I'll take out your house. It's that simple. If that's what makes you think that you're some authority over me, then I'll take out your house, because that is my child and I have the last say. So I get where you're coming from, where it's like she has this relationship, but that doesn't change the fact that, bruh, that is her father. And if her father says, I have a problem with this, then, like you said, it's either a conversation to be had, and if after that conversation is had, if he says, I still have a problem with it, then you have the right to go, I don't agree, but this is still his child. And to disregard how he feels, I don't think that's right.
I get everything you said, and it was a compelling story. You drew me in. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But I still feel like parents have to have conversations, bro.
They do, but
and
then
we gotta figure it out. I don't know. I'm not saying disregard. I understand where you're coming from, because a lot of fathers just disregard it. But I'm saying to you, in a healthy relationship, people should just have those conversations and figure out what's. And it gets what. Sometimes they gotta come before the kid come, right? Sometimes you gotta say what you want with your kid and how you want to raise your kid, or when that kid is starting to, developing in his mother's stomach or her mother's stomach. Y'all should have these conversations on where you see how kids, what you should be, what y'all look for in parenthood. You know what I'm saying?
And once again, I think we're processing this through our experiences, because you know my experience, and you've had a totally different experience.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, and with that said,
this is the end of Brooklyn Boys Radio.
Bam, 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 bam.
Mike, get the fuck out of here. Don't get in my car tonight. Don't ever bring 3 people back in here. This y'all motherfuckers. Only Suave and these niggas bring people here, bro. Fuck Adiza. I think that's his name, right? Adiba. What's his name? Adiza. What's his name?
Yo, bro, why you keep asking me?
You know his name, bro. This little nigga with the hat on. I don't know what this nigga name is. Little dread nigga in here. This the same girl with the kid last week?
Yes.
Oh God, we gotta get her out of here.
Oh no, yeah, I should have known.
Yeah, we gotta get her out of here. But now we enjoyed y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Leave the comments.
Once again,
man.
Styles is on some bullshit. Y'all see it.
Whatever. This nigga be trying to Jedi mind trick y'all, but it's all good, man. We love y'all. We out.
Brooklyn.